Hi guys, Volton here again. This is probably the last one of this series. The last video was a very short one, just showing the quite garish build of the casino. This is a bit more realistic one. I stripped the casino down and started again with it, just to show something a little bit more realistic, but using the same principles. So there's the base that I'm actually going to keep. It's basically a little farm. I don't need crafters in it. I've got all my crafters up at the castle. So all this is about is being a bit of a base I can come to when I'm over this side. And it literally is so I don't have to keep scrolling the map to get to somewhere where I can just rest for the night. So I'll just put it on the build tool for a moment and you can see the limits of this. And it's actually a totally unexpanded base. It's 40 by 40. I use every inch of the space that's there. And it works quite well, I think. I've not planted anything in this one yet. I'm keeping that for the bodies of my enemies. So, this is the farm. I've got some beehives here, which is a bit irritating because real bees come in from just over there sometimes. So you think you're just at your own hives and suddenly get stung. Then I've got my planting area here with my various seeds and accoutrements and whatever. And in through this door is a kitchen. Nothing elaborate, it's just a kitchen so I can cook the various things that I'm farming from here. Most of it is actually going to serve the animals because when I do expand it, I'm going to put bases for most of the animals in. I'll keep the yaks and the frizzy goats up at the castle because they actually serve the mountain biome, but the goats, the reindeer, the rabbits, the chickens, all of them I'll have down here somewhere. And anything else that comes in, because we're getting another expansion in a couple of days on the 28th, I believe it is. So I'm not quite sure what's in that, but I know that there are more buildables, so that should be quite interesting. In through here I've got my workbench and various bits of storage. I'm not really planning on storing a lot here, but it's just if I need to port in, dump a load of stuff and go back to pick more stuff up. It happens all the time, so that's what it's about. I built that little hearth and then built the wall up after, which is a bit of a mistake, so I might have a rethink of this. But I didn't want to move it because there's a flint wall behind it, as you can see from the outside. I've not done much with this yet, but I'm going to make this some sort of a lounge with banquet tables, seats, all that sort of things in there. I tend to take my time over decorating stuff because it gets a bit too fussy otherwise. I like my little terrace here. Did the castellations on it because I just felt like it. But got a nice view, I think. I've widened all the windows in it because they're so pokey, the ones that are actually built there. I'll go in there later. This is the bedroom. As I said, I've simply got a bed in. I'm going to build this up a lot. And this will be the bathroom when I get around to doing anything with it. So I'm going to get it so it gives me a decent level of comfort so that when I do come in here just to rest, I'm not going away with level 13 comfort rather than level 70. I was going to show you in the other room. The other room really just goes up to the attic. I have not done anything with this. I don't really intend doing anything with it, but it's a space if I need it. And I didn't want an open I didn't want the beams of the roof open because it's such a pain to build actual walls when you do that, and it feels a bit cavernous, to be quite honest, so I'd rather do it this way. Again, I stuck to the principle of trying to stick to a 3x3 grid. There's a 3x3 grid here, another one here, and another one here. It made the building of quite a complex roof so simple. And there are times when I'm happy to sit and build things block by block. It's like the frame around the door with the little roof on. I built block by block. It's satisfying to do that with some things, but not everything. The castellation there I built up in single blocks. But with roofs, it's painful. I really don't recommend doing that unless you absolutely have to. And getting that in a join at the top of the roof there would be absolutely murderous if it didn't fit right to start with. Plus, I think it looks nice. It looks like it's got a level of guttering and, you know, I approve of it anyway. So, there it is. That's the house. I've not done anything flash with it. I could build a cellar. It'd be very easy to build cellars under this. I will almost certainly expand it at some stage, but what I wanted to do was to show that you can build quite a decent structure on a totally unexpanded altar. So, though I've stuck this where the just below the cinder vault, where you actually come in to the game at the start, I could have built it up in the mountain biome. I could have built it anywhere really. It's an amazing building system. I really do like it. It was a struggle to get used to it at the start, but now I've learned to stick to the grid. It's so easy to do things, and once you've stuck to the grid and done the basic framework, expanding it with your own little doodads on is so easy. Anyway, thanks very much guys. Vaulting out.